EP2 picks up right where the premiere left us hanging, with Penal Hero Unit 9004 licking their wounds after that brutal first skirmish. Xylo's still seething from his framing and goddess killing rap sheet. But now the squad's shipped off to a nearby village bordering these cursed Zevan Gan mines, or the Demon Blight infested tunnels. Call it what you will. The place is a ghost town vibe. Collapsed entrances, eerie silence broken by distant monster howls, and one heartbreaking detail. A little girl waiting desperately for her dad, a miner trapped inside when the blight hit and turned everything into fairy monster hell. The mission, officially, just clear the tunnels for the Royal Knights and support the retreat. But Xylo crosses paths with the kid, and it cracks something in him. Teoritta, our pint-sized goddess weapon with the headpat obsession, senses the trapped lives deeper in and starts pushing. And quat. We have to save them together, and quat. Her pact energy is buzzing. She's insistent, childlike yet deadly serious. Xylo's torn. He's all about calculated survival, not heroics, especially since dying here just means respawn and more pain. Big moments hit like cave-ins, claustrophobic skirmishes with fairies. Those blight mutated horrors are nightmare fuel, glowing, twisted, swarming in the dark. The squad's banter keeps it grounded. Dotter's snark, Pataush's no-nonsense grit, but the real heart is Xylo and Teoritta's dynamic deepening. She urges him to strengthen the pact fully, and after realizing more villagers, including the girl's dad, are doomed without intervention, Xylo agrees. But plot twist. He refuses to drag her in with him. He goes solo into the depths, accepting her and request and in a way that's equal parts protective and tragic, because bringing another goddess into danger could mean repeating his past sins. The episode ends on that gut punch cliffhanger. Xylo vanishing into the collapsing tunnel, Teoritta's worried plea echoing, and the implication that his next and death and might be right around the corner. Vibe. Slow burn. Tension building to emotional devastation, less all-out carnage than EP1, more suffocating dread and moral weight. It's like the show saying, and yeah, the action slaps, but the real punishment is the humanity you lose along the way, and Studio Kai is cooking with this one. The art direction in EP2 is a masterclass in dark fantasy immersion. Those mines, tunnels feel alive and oppressive. Dim torchlight flickering off jagged walls, dust motes floating in the gloom, subtle blight glows creeping like veins through the rock. The color grading is muted blues and sickly greens for the infected zones, contrasting with warm village scenes that make the shift hit harder. Character designs hold strong. Xylo's brooding intensity shines in close-ups, Teoritta's ethereal glow pops beautifully in the dark, her expressions when pleading. Chef's kiss, adorable yet heartbreaking. Animation-wise, the fights are tighter and more tactical than flashy. Claustrophobic camera work, quick cuts, and practical-feeling sword clashes make every fairy encounter feel dangerous and personal. Sound design is elite, echoing drips, crumbling stone, distant screams, and Teoritta's soft but insistent voice cutting through the chaos. The OST builds dread perfectly, with subtle strings ramping up the isolation. Gentle nudge, keeping it kind. The pacing starts a bit deliberate in the village setup. It's necessary world building and character work, but if you're craving non-stop action like EP1's opener, it might feel like a breather. Some background details in the tunnels get a tad repetitive visually, but honestly, Pays off massively in the emotional payoff and sets up future EPS beautifully. This is the kind of episode that makes the hype feel earned. EP2 didn't go full throttle on spectacle, and that's exactly why it slaps harder in retrospect. It dives deeper into the themes, heroism as punishment, the cost of protection, Xylo's trauma, and makes you care about these and quat, disposable and quat, convicts. I'm obsessed with the Xylo Teoritta bond, her quirky demands masking real vulnerability, his refusal to let history repeat. The little girl's subplot adds that raw, human sting amid the fantasy grim dark. Stakes feel personal now, not just systemic. Crossing fingers for EP3 to deliver. On the solo dive consequences, more squad depth, what's Dotter's deal, and escalating Blight lore. If it keeps balancing heart, horror, and hype like this, we're looking at a sleeper hit rivaling the big dark fantasies. Did the ending gut punch you too? Xylo going in alone, heroic or self-destructive? Drop your thoughts, man. Team headpats holding strong over here.